Hi, so it's a bit of a nippy afternoon and I'm going to make stew. Got Radio 6 on in the background and I've just got some veggies up from the cellar to decide what I'm going to make and just what things I've got in the cupboard. So it sounds a bit bizarre. I've got some limes, some dried sliced limes I'm going to put in this stew. The flavourings, the herbs are going to be dill and tarragon, tarragon's there, tarragon, dill, coriander and tarragon. So top tip, I buy big bunches from the Asian supermarkets and I chop them up and I just pop them in the freezer, so when I need something I've got it to hand. Now we get through tons of cumin. So there's going to be some cumin seed in there. We get through tons of turmeric in our house. There's going to be some turmeric. Now these little babies are like sour, really nice little pockets of sourness, barberries. So I don't know if you've tried them before, but this might be a new interesting twist. I mean, if you haven't got any of this stuff, you could probably lose a little bit of sumac or just leave it out altogether. Anyway, the combination of tarragon, dill and coriander is really, really nice. I'm going to throw a chilli in there, of course, and I'm going to throw some garlic in there. And so for some protein, I'm going to use these white beans. Now, I like the jarred white beans. I think that they're a really nice quality bean inside. So those are the ones that I go to. You can get the tinned. It's all fine. It's all fine. Tinned tomatoes. Don't worry, the recipe is all going to be on the blurb underneath if you're on YouTube. And then some sweet potatoes. And I've got some organic carrots. They never last very long, so they need juicing up. So they're going to go in. And a bag of spinach. I think that's going to be enough. So all I'm going to do is the usual chop, 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 chop. I'm going to chop up my garlic and my ginger. No ginger. I'm going to chop up my garlic. Chop up my garlic and chilli. Add that to a pan with some oil. And I'm going to warm through my cumin seeds in the oil at the same time. Once the cumin seeds are warmed through and you get that smell coming through, I'm then going to add in my chopped onions. And then in the meantime, I will then be chopping up the rest of my veg. So once I've got to that stage, and it is a case of chucking and leaving it, I will show you where I'm up to. At the same time, I've got a pan of short grain brown rice on, which is a cup of rice, 2 cups of cold water, and some vegetable stock added into the rice to give it a really lovely flavour. So I will show you stage 2. So you can probably hear there's some bubbling going on, and I'll give you a little peeky view. Well, it's easier if I bring the peeky view to you. So I have sliced the onions and I have half mooned my carrots and then quartered the sweet potatoes and put them all in with the a couple of teaspoons of tarragon. I used tin chopped tomatoes, but then I ended up filling that with some hot water and a little bit of stock and adding that in. So that's going to give it a little bit more juice. And I only used half of the beans, and I don't bother straining them because I like that gloopiness, gelatinous, that thick starches that you get from the beans straight out of the thing. And there's not much salt water in, so they're fine. So I'm leaving that to bubble away until probably about 20-25 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll start adding the things that don't really need much time, like the defrosting dill and coriander and the bag of spinach, just in case I don't forget the bag of spinach. There we go. So when the potatoes were just about ready, I've stirred in the spinach. A little bit of a top tip: if you add the spinach in by handfuls and then stir it in, it will just cook really, really quickly. If you tip it all in one go, you'll get like a spinach bunch all over the place. So this nicely spreads it out. Tip in your herbs, and then if you've used the whole limes, squeeze it like that's been squeezed. You can see it's flat and not very appetizing. Squeeze it and then pop that in your recycling. And then this is how it looks. and it tastes amazing. The really nice combination of the tarragon, the dill and the coriander backed up by the lime is just so nice. And then you've got the warmth of the cumin seeds coming through and that hint of chilli. Man, I can't wait to get stuck in. Hope you enjoy making this too. Bye.